humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork. Pass it. Got it on. Smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all. Honey, y'all. Dash.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Garoppolo on first down.
That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Here we go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 16 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. Play action. Now Jackson.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels straight runs.
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jackson got a man, it's caught. touchdown. Mark Andrews, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him. You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Five yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. Check 26. Check your head.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and go to the bootleg. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. From the 22, Jackson. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Garoppolo now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass. And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy? Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, too, than he did field goals. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be. I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. On 3rd down, Jackson out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy, make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018. Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1%.
coming into 2019. He's incredible.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Here we go. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 45 on second down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
We got this.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next. But they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever known.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Edwards now on first and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he's going to go down again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Garoppolo closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. So we reach halftime. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point. Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL. It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by... Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 41, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Incomplete. Gus Edwards, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson, rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Jackson now from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down now. It's Edwards, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please.
Offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. On 1st down, Ingram. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Drops it off for Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Garoppolo again. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Barthema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Stop your whining.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to loft one. Deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've got it. We've held them down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the legs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's Garoppolo to throw, and this is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 1st down, Ingram, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 35. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Ingram again. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Here we go. 50 seconds to Mike.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now.